The last time Pittsburgh beat Chicago, Mike Tomlin wasn't even the Steelers' head coach. But the black and gold look for their first win against the Bears in 16 years. And it's coming up next.
To return, it's Cam Sutton. And he won't quite make it to the 25. So the Steelers offense getting set for their first drive. And a glance here at their quarterback standing 6'3".
It's pretty much become the norm when we see guys come out before a game and go through the route tree with their receivers. I thought it was exciting for us to see the exact same thing happen in practice.
He's so meticulous, isn't he?
He really is, and that told me it's not just...
Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And the Bears are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive. And the Bears offense ready to go to work here for the first time, leading them out, the 11th overall pick of the 2021 draft, Justin Fields out of Ohio State. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The numbers on the ground for Montgomery in last week's affair. 22 carries, 75 yards.
Yeah, he could very well be on his way to a rushing title, but guess what? His offensive line, they're meeting separately because they want that rushing title as much as he does, and they want to make sure they get him there.
Back to Montgomery on second down. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. A give. This is Montgomery. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they're in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
That's his longest run of the first quarter. And Charles, we talked before the game about them needing to establish the run game. They'll be looking for more of that.
And they got to the perimeter. So that tells me that that's part of the game plan of what they want to get done today. So they'll have some complimentary runs where he'll run it to the inside. But it appears that when they want the big yardage, they think they can get to the outside and make it happen.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. And off comes to Montgomery. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 41 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation we were talking about with one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly, it's a big man's game. And it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage.
And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. David Montgomery, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bears have taken the early lead. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. So that drive 7 plays in length, and it was David Montgomery's touchdown run that polished it all off. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Sutton now to return. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Not the start that they were hoping for. The interception on the first play of the game. It leads to 6 points the other way. How do you rebound from here?
Yeah, a little bit of humor. Got to laugh that one off and not the ha-ha. That was very funny, but kind of like, can you believe that just happened? Let's go out and play now. Let's just start over.
A look at the numbers for Harris in last week's game. 16 carries, 91 yards.
In a perfect world, they'd run the ball the same way they did last week, but against the #1 rush defense in the league.
Oh, what a juke into space. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play. Now a first down carry for Harris. And he stopped immediately there. The tackle made there by Linval Joseph. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. The run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Now we'll look at Smith. Not sure exactly what happened, but he's still down. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. To throw on 3rd down. Pickett. That swung out wide to Harris. And he needed to get to the midfield stripe, but he can't do it. He's about a yard short. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to make it 4th down. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. In the midst of, well, let's just say a not-so-rosy losing streak. They've got the open week, though, coming up next weekend, so you have to figure this to be a game that they dearly love to have.
Oh, indeed. They have to have this one because that's something positive to take with you when you go away for a few days, and it actually releases your mind. If they lose this one, that mind stays cluttered the entire time they're away. And they've got to scramble to get back in sync when they start playing again. Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
First down, they run again. Here's Montgomery. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. And just a yard to go here on 2nd down. On the carry, it's Montgomery. And this will be a Bears first down as good running gets them to about the 44. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play, backwards a yard.
Well, it's almost football 101 that you preach to your safeties. Don't let anyone get behind you to the last line of defense. But he didn't let the play come to him. He went to the play. How about that read and recognition and finishing off that one behind the line of scrimmage?
And a first hookup with his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Cameron Hayward in on the tackle. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. Throwing left side, he's got Gronk, complete. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down. On second down, it's Montgomery. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down. Well, this drive, they're a perfect 2 of 2 on third down conversions, but they need a full 10 yards here. To throw is Fields. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on third down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected fourth down here.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first two drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it on the first drive.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn it into first downs and hopefully points.
They'll start on the ground with Harris. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They hand this off to Harris. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. The Steelers send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. Here comes Pettis on the return. 7 yards on the return after a punt of 39. And the Bears take over. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
Off play action, Fields. Flushed out right. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Levi Wallace with a pick. And the Steelers are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. A handoff to Harris to begin the drive. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there. Now it's 2nd and 9. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. It's brought in by Harris. Give them 5 on the screenplay, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
Boy, that was certainly well-read defensively. And the key to any screenplay is space to work. And there was none to be found there. And they tackle him for just a short gain.
From the gun on 3rd down. Pickett throwing the out route incomplete. It's Johnson. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Now that's absolutely frustrating for a defender. Had a chance to get him on the ground before he got to the sideline, but what great vision and understanding where he is on the field as he headed for the marker and picked up the first down.
And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 44 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Looking to throw. Pickett. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. T.Y. Hilton, his second touchdown on the season. And the Steelers are able to make this a close game again. Boswell good with the extra point, and the lead is down to a field goal. 5 plays there on that drive, and it ends with a Pittsburgh touchdown. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Here's Dante Pettis on the return, and he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I'm here, my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
And they're able to get this one across the 35.
And this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
On first down, Montgomery. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. On the ground, it's Montgomery. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. Still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. Two minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48.
When you're dead last in the NFL in 3rd down conversions, the odds are against you every time you face it. How about him picking up that one? That was big for them.
Fields on first down. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds.
Good, sure hands there from a guy not accustomed to catching a whole lot of passes. But how about the way he was able to pull that one in and pick up good yardage?
On 2nd down now, it's Montgomery. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
On 1st and 10, here's Fields. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Alex Highsmith in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. So after a rare misstep on this drive, they'll try to make amends on 2nd and 15. Another try after the first down sack. Fields. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the first down. Now a timeout called for by the defense, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. It's a 47-yard field goal try from here, but instead they're going to opt to go for it on 4th down. Running for it, Montgomery. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. He's got his tight end Freiermuth right side. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moved.
And he can't escape, and down he goes. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for third down. Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. On first down, Pickett. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
Well, that move's all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. From the gun, Pickett. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
I think he just made the punter a little bit jealous there. There was some serious hang time on that ball deep downfield, and while it didn't connect, it certainly sent a message, didn't it?
A final shot before break. Pickett. He's going to try and go deep again. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. T.Y. Hilton as time expires in the first half. And the Steelers have taken the lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that will take us to the end of the first half of play. So we reach halftime here. We now proceed to the start of the second half.
These two teams making their last-minute adjustments. The second half coming your way from Pittsburgh. And to bring it to you, we go back to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bears offense set to go to begin the third quarter. And they do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
Back to Montgomery on second down. And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. They'll run on first down. It's Montgomery, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
third down they go, Montgomery. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a fourth down.
You know, we might start getting some props here in the booth. You know, that one that says the D and then the fence that you put up next to it? How about that? They brought out the jumbo package and still couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage enough to pick up that first down.
Impressive. They were ready defensively for that jumbo set. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. Oh, it springs free. Montgomery loses it. And it looks like Steeler football. It is. So they tried it. Not only did they not get the first, they fumbled it away.
Yeah, it's one of those things where it went from bad to worse, but I know that everyone's going to pile in on the call and say, well, what are you doing? Why would you go for it there? I think that teams that are convinced that they feel pretty good about their game plan, what they want to get done that day, go for it. Give it a try. Hey, let's see if your defense can rescue them a little bit.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Back to throw. Pickett. He gets it complete to Harris. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's 3rd down.
With all the success they've had throwing the football as a pass rusher, you know you've got to come hard when you see him drop back to throw. So I really like this call to counteract that pass rush with a screen. It turns into positive yardage. A lot of times the offense says, just replace the rusher with the ball, and it turns into a good play.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Brings up 4th down. Solid coverage by the Bears D. And Boswell's kick is good. And that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board. Ended up settling for 3.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. David Montgomery ready to take the field for the Bears' next possession. And he's closing in on that number that all running backs circled beginning of the year, the number 1,000. Could do it on this drive.
And you have to think to yourself that this moment, getting to this spot, it started in the offseason, right? Not just the workouts, right? Not just getting yourself physically prepared to play, but mentally, as well as your team, as well as your unit, head coach, offensive coordinator. We run the football. We give you opportunities. He's taking advantage of it.
And when you get this close to the mark, you just hope things don't tighten up, right? You probably want to get there and get it in your rearview mirror.
You really do, don't you? Because now it becomes predominant, and you wonder about...
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Tyson Alualu. Able to get him for a loss of about 3. Well, the terrible towels here at Heinz Field out in full force. Here's 3rd and long. Got an open man. It's Pringle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Had to put that ball in there with a little extra zip, but he put it right where it needed to be.
Yeah, and that little extra pace that he had on the pass, that required a little extra concentration for him, didn't it? Ball can get on you pretty quick in that manner, and he handled it well and picked up the first down.
And they'll get him down here at about the 42. 119 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign. Back to Montgomery on 2nd down. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting 3rd down so far this year. They're in the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on 3rd and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, That means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction, excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
So the extra point good, and the roughing call going to move the ball out to the 50 for the kickoff.
And I think this is a good chance to pin them deep if you can land the kickoff inside the 5-yard line or so. Gain some field position for your defense.
Throwing after the interception. Fields escaping the pressure right. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. Third quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up. They'll fake the handoff, now Fields. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. T.J. Watt, what a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up. We'll check on his status when we get back. Boy, not deterred from those first 2 failed attempts. They're going to go a 3rd time here on 4th down. That's to his running back, complete. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Back to throw, Fields. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Alex Highsmith. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards. And we've got movement. I think this is against the Bears here. Let's find out. Not a great start to this drive. You had the sack, now the false start.
I mean, it doesn't take much to either read lips or just imagine what the head coach is saying right now. Get your head in the game, guys. Let's go.
Goes right side, complete to Gronk. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. Tevin Jenkins, a 2nd-round pick, the guilty party. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Here's Fields. Letting one go deep here for Gronk. And this one incomplete. A 50-50 ball in the end, nearly intercepted. And now it's 3rd down. Well, the terrible towels here at Heinz Field out in full force. Here's 3rd and long. Going to air it out deep for Gronkowski. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Here comes the Bears punter now. As his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away.
Entering settings screen, you have 20 options. Menu narration option is set to off is selected.
He didn't let him catch it.
Agreed, and what's hard is you make that long run downfield to try and cover it, but you got to locate the football as well.
On 1st and 10, Pickett. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter.
Oh, heck yeah.
The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. One quarter remains begins here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Looking to throw on second down. Pickett. That's complete to his tight end, Freiermuth. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a fourth down. And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. This to make it a 3-score game late. Boswell's kick is good. And that'll push the lead up to 17. So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle. A 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
Well, you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
And able to get this out to the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11. Out of the gun, Fields. He'll leave it for Montgomery, complete. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Draw play, Fields gives to Montgomery. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 131 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ballgame. On 1st down, it's Fields. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. Now Montgomery, he's got it on the draw. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Here's Fields. That's caught by Montgomery. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. From the gun on 3rd down, Fields. He's got the connection to Cole Beasley. And he will have the Bears' 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On 1st down, Montgomery. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Now it's Fields. Wide open, Gronkowski. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. A play fake, now Fields to throw. And he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line. Alex Highsmith able to record his 5th sack of the season. 2nd down and goal. Fields eluding the pressure right. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Justin Fields hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Bears have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Santos with the extra point, and the lead is trimmed down to 10. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. And now out come the Steelers. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Pickett. He finds his man. Complete. It's Harris. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. The Steelers send out their punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. And they will get to this one and down it at the 13-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. On play action, Fields. Buying time to his left. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Fields throw pulled in by Gronkowski. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Play action. It's Fields. And he's got his man here, Beasley. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A big play that time through the air. 32 yards. They'll run on 1st down. It's Montgomery. Heck of a broken tackle and able to work this down near the 23. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Fields. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. From the gun, here's Fields. He hits Beasley right side. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be 4th down. They snap it to Fields. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And the Steelers are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
2nd and 11 now. on the give. This is Harris. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7. And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for the Steelers, they get a much-needed victory to get to 3-5 on the year. And they'll have another home date next week as the Detroit